Brace yourselves, we're about to unveil the terrifying truth about movie making. Sometimes actors hate their own movies. Gasp, we know.
Oh my God!
Robert Pattinson may have starred in an array of great films, and he's about to try on Batman's legendary cape. But he's still remembered for the Twilight franchise. More so, for actively hating on the Twilight franchise. Pattinson is not alone in the I don't know why I agreed to this club. Oh no. Rumour Juice presents actors who now regret some of their choices. Need a reminder of how Robert Pattinson's story goes? A decade ago, Twilight, the paranormal romance film series, propelled Pattinson to stardom. Rob, however, has always been open about how much he hates his character Edward Cullen for being so amazing at everything. He sees Edward the vampire as a manic depressive who hates himself. Plus, him being a virgin at 108 years old is an obvious pointer to serious issues, according to Pattinson.
There's a lot of stuff in the Twilight world that doesn't make any sense.
Unlike Twilight, the Harry Potter series didn't face as much criticism. All those involved in the making of obviously love their jobs. But Daniel Radcliffe, our beloved bespectacled boy who lived, does have some regrets about the sixth installment, The Half-Blood Prince. The actor admitted he's not on the top of his game with what he feels is a one-note acting. He admits now that he got complacent and just couldn't get across some of the nuances.
Once that she said she wasn't going to write anymore. Obviously, things do change if she did. You know what I like the idea of? I more like the idea of if the films were ever remade that I could play Harry's dad.
Acting-wise, Radcliffe's favorite movie in the series is the fifth one, The Order of the Phoenix. He feels there is real progress in his acting. We'd say Radcliffe was the perfect choice to play Harry Potter. Unfortunately, the on-screen fate of beloved figures and characters can also be rather pathetic. Channing Tatum, of the Step Up and Magic Mike fame, doesn't have anything good to say about his G.I. Joe movies, despite being a fan of the G.I. Joe franchise. In an interview with Howard Stern, Tatum said he went in knowing the script was bad.
I hate that movie, so I was pushed into doing that movie.
But the studio didn't give him any choice, since he was contractually obligated to film several movies under Paramount Pictures. Perhaps Tatum found some solace when his character Duke was killed off right at the beginning of the sequel, G.I. Joe Retaliation. We guess that the next actors on the list also wish their characters were killed off, along with the collective memories about some of their movies. George Clooney, for instance, says he was sure he destroyed the Batman franchise with his 1997 movie Batman and Robin. His acting was underwhelming, the costumes were weird, the whole Batman universe felt off. To this day, Clooney continues to apologize for the movie. I thought at the time that this was going to be a very good career move. It wasn't, he says.
I did one film, Batman and Robin, which was a... Yes. Thank you. Which was a disaster.
Another actor who fears he's been in a sequel that could have ruined the beloved franchise is Shia LaBeouf. He wasn't impressed with 2008 film Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. But at least he admits that he himself was part of the problem. You get to monkey swinging and things like that and you can blame it on the writer and you can blame it on Spielberg. But the actor's job is to make it come alive and make it work, and I couldn't do it. So that's my fault. Simple. Best friends Ben Affleck and Matt Damon have both done movies they now regret. Affleck may have attempted to wash away the bitter taste of Daredevil by starring as Batman. Alas, we will always remember that Daredevil bombed at the box office in 2003, and Affleck's subsequent comments. I wanted for once to get one of these movies and do it right, to do a good version. I hate Daredevil so much. Meanwhile, Matt Damon's most hated movie in his own career, The Bourne Ultimatum, went on to win 3 Oscars and become a box office hit. But Damon has openly called the script an unreadable embarrassment. According to Damon, screenwriter Tony Gilroy accepted his handsome payment, but still failed spectacularly. After Ultimatum, Damon chose not to return for The Bourne Legacy, but reprised his role in the series' 5th installment, Jason Bourne. Will Smith also made plans to run a successful series of films. However, the post-apocalyptic science fiction action film After Earth was a disappointment to say the least. Smith wanted to create an entire After Earth universe, with film sequels, a TV and animated series, web series, video games, comic books, theme park attractions, an in-school education program in partnership with NASA, and a line of consumer products. What he did not expect was for the very first movie to become a spectacular flop. Audiences just didn't dig Will Smith and Jaden Smith's adventures in space. Smith went on to admit that After Earth was the most painful failure of his career. Out of all the actors on our list, Halle Berry is perhaps the one to embrace her personal movie failure, the 2004 Catwoman. The Razzie Award for Worst Actress is now probably displayed next to her Oscar. Berry showed up to accept the Razzie Award. In her acceptance speech, she did not spare those who helped her get the part of Catwoman, her agent, acting coach, and her manager. It was just what my career needed, you know? I was at the top, and then Catwoman just plummeted me to the bottom.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the film Catwoman?
You're asking me?
Yes.
100.
100!
And Ryan Reynolds is the luckiest actor on our list. Before helming the recent Deadpool franchise, he was Green Lantern. And before that, he was a Hush Hush Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson, aka Weapon 11 in X-Men Origins Wolverine. Both these characters were not well received by the audiences. As Deadpool in 2018 Deadpool, Reynolds got a chance to rewrite the history. On screen, he killed off X-Men's Wade Wilson, as well as actor Ryan Reynolds, who was just about to accept the role of the Green Lantern. Revenge done right. Like this video and subscribe to Rumour Juice for more awesome stuff.